sterling. So the end result is this incredible sparkle. It's a ring that looks so good on. It's big, but it's a comfortable big. And so even if you don't wear big jewelry typically, I think you're going to be very comfortable with this. Now the bracelet that Irene has on right now is up next, and it's gorgeous. It's also, of course, a cubic zirconia. And it's gold-plated as well, sterling silver and gold-plated. An amazing buy. I never saw this bracelet before. Must have come and sold out very quickly. But get in on the ring. Isn't that nice? This ring is gorgeous. All done, this incredible weight, 13.6 carat rather in weight, and a wonderful wide shank, just shy of a ½ an inch. And you know what else I'll tell you? This does not have a brassy look. If there's a part of you that perhaps is feeling just a little bit skeptical about gold plating, maybe you haven't had a chance to see any gold plating yet, you haven't bought any at all, maybe you haven't bought any from the club, or all that you've seen is out there in the marketplace, and you're not thrilled with it. And there's some that's really absolutely incredibly well done, and some that isn't. Let's face it, this is very, very well done. It is so amazing that what you have here, even though Irene is just a few feet away from me, looks so much like any kind of carated gold, whether it be 10 or 14 karat gold. It really does. And imagine then what the cost of that would be, even if it was still just a cubic zirconia. But it's still all precious metals, bear in mind, with the sterling silver. And can you imagine how much fun you'll have wearing this? Even if this is a ring you only grab when you're really dressed up, or you're going out kind of for, you know, nice night out, perhaps you're going out to for dinner, or going out to the theater, or something of that sort, maybe going out to a nice little house party or whatever, even if it's only for that time, it's certainly worth $29.66. Now, the other question is always there about gold plating. Can gold plating be sized? Well, yes, it can. Doesn't mean all jewelers are willing to do it. That's the thing. It can very easily be sized, actually. If you live in an area with only one jeweler or two jewelers, you probably, not probably, but you may find that you can't get it done. But if you live in an area where there are a few different jewelers, and in particular a city center where there's the larger jewelers, I'm sure you'll have no trouble in the event that we don't have your size, but you want the ring so badly. And it is a beautiful ring. You will love the sparkle from this. See the way the ring sits? I see him, in fact, I know of a few gentlemen who bought this ring. This looks great on everyone. And I can see this being worn by a man on his pinky finger or his ring finger, and it has that, just that beauty to it, that large something, you know, that large harumph, if you will. And it isn't ostentatious. It still has that classiness about it, but at such a ridiculously affordable price. And if you are as well in love with that bracelet, and I can imagine you are, that's up next. And I don't have very many of them, and that is also beautiful cubic zirconia. You can see the beautiful design, and the two of them work very nicely together indeed. And actually, you're going to be able to get the both of them today for a wonderful price. This is $29.66, on sale from $50, down from $49.99. It's big, it's bold, it is so beautiful. It's 13.6 carat weight. You are also looking at all sterling silver, precious metal, all gold plating on here, so it's all done with this extraordinary precious metal, and the richness and the color reflection is it's just breathtaking. You will love this ring. It's fun to wear, and even if you are not typically a woman who would wear very large jewelry, I think you're still going to enjoy it. Now, of course, wanting to make available to you at the same point the bracelet. So that's what we're going to do. Now, I don't have very many of these bracelets either, unfortunately. It's a tennis bracelet, classic design tennis bracelet. So beautiful. The sparkle from that is something else. And you know what? This is also gold plated. There are 48 cubic zirconias in here, and it's an 8 carat weight. That is so pretty, isn't it? That's a classic design. It's $29.93. There's about 3 or 4 dozen to go around. That's it. And this is 7 1/4 inches long, and it's about 1/8 of an inch wide. Now, there's a box catch clasp. There are 2 little double safety clasps that come around the bottom. And the cubic zirconias in here are about 3 millimeters in diameter. But again, the total weight is 8 carats, and that's fairly substantial. It's a good price, isn't it? That's a beautiful bracelet. And of course, when you're talking about, again, all gold plated, done on the sterling silver, it really makes it something else. You have so much reflection from that. Certainly is lovely. And you know, cubic zirconias, again, they're flawless. There are no carbon deposits in it. But I'll tell you one thing, I know the prices that I was paying for it down there, you know, and I've always found my own experience with the sterling silver I've bought in some of the islands I've gone hopping to isn't really sterling silver that tends to stay white very long. from my own experience, yours may be the same, the ones I bought in some of the various places from Mexico and a couple of the islands, it actually kind of yellows out quickly, and yet spent a lot more on this, you know, and so bear that in mind. This is a good buy, and I love the size of this. It's nice, isn't it? Make a nice gift, too, maybe for a younger person. I notice a lot of the teens wearing a lot of silver. Do you, too? I know I wore a ton of silver, too, especially then. But a lot of them. And certainly make a nice gift then for someone who is really enjoying sterling silver. You'd like to give them a nice quality piece of jewelry. Here it is for you. Debut earring, only $30, 3¼ carat. It's a beautiful simulated turquoise, a gorgeous stone. Look at how big that is. Sits right up on Irene's finger there, doesn't it? That looks great. And, of course, a very secure shank that you're getting here as well. So please be quick, because we're just down to the last couple of seconds. I'll give you the item number. It's 184228. Okay, 184228. And you also have something here that, you know, obviously you're going to enjoy for a long, long time. It has this silver, of course, so it's a precious metal, and that beautiful color of turquoise. So enjoy it, whether it be a costume jewelry piece, and getting a piece here that you can use as costume jewelry that, you know, when you've been in the stores, you've seen costume jewelry. It certainly is this much money and more, isn't it? Absolutely. You know that it is. And yet this is real jewelry, and that's part of the difference. The metal is, of course. The turquoise is simulated. But the metal is real. And honest to goodness, you pay this much as you know anyway for the stuff that isn't. So enjoy! Also, item after next, this beautiful ring. We only have velvety silk or suede silk sort of an effect, which is something. Now, it has a comparative $150. And when you see this firsthand, you'll know why instantly. Your club price is $89.94. Now, it is about 33½ inches long. It has the full gun flaps in the back, or flange, I believe some people refer to them. It also has a flanged front. There is a placket there. You can see 3 buttons. They are one at the neckline, producing the stand-up collar, one down just a little off-center where the flange or the gun flap ends, and then at the very, very bottom of the coat. There are 2 other buttons, however, but they are hidden. They are below the placket. This is size-wise on the extra small, 44 inches in the chest. So again, this is a generous cut. Small is 46 inches in the chest. Medium is 48 inches in the chest. There is about an inch difference between the chest and the hip. Take an inch off. It's not tight-fitting, in other words. You will find this to be roomy and comfortable and gorgeous, and this is a smashingly good-looking coat. This is the sort of coat you can wear in all kinds of situations. It is light. It's your perfect spring coat. It's light, and it's good-looking. You'll find this looks wonderful, as I say, in many situations, whether you are wearing this professionally or just going out with it. Again, it's a big make, though. Again, if you wear 2 sizes, get the smaller of those 2 sizes. You by no means need to go up a size. Probably the opposite. Irene's a size medium who isn't often a size small, but the medium is still roomy on her. So just be aware of that. Medium-sized padded shoulders. You do have as well a raglan, a true raglan sleeve here, and it has the belt strap over the... Now, I want to point out a few of the things here that are just exceptional. The way this has been made, the way this has been cut, the little bit of extra finishing touches to it. You're going to see in just a moment, Irene is opening it for you so that you can see the lining here and just see how well it's been made even on the inside. See, it's all professionally tailored on the inside, right down even to the bottom of the coat, where it has also been professionally tailored. Here's a beautiful close-up, and you can see, actually it's hard to tell because the colors are the same. But it's tailored, it's well done. That's why these coats are $150 to $200 very easily. Can I also show you something? I want to show you something in the collar here. This is, you see, there's another collar here, and there's like, it's 2 collars. So you can fold it up, you can fold one collar down, you can fold, hope I'm not pulling your hair. You can fold both collars down. So there's just a little play here. You say, well, big deal. Well, it is, because it gives it that little bit of something extra, doesn't it? Double stitched here as well. Raglan sleeve. You also have here, I wanted to show you, this is a real gun flap. See, it goes right up. See how far my hand's going right to the neck seam, and it comes right down. It is water repellent, so when you're wearing this, the water's falling off of here. It will be rolling off. Another reason I wanted to jump in here, you can see the stitching, very nice quality. You can turn back around. Was to show you something else. If your television is showing this as purple, I'm wearing purple. You see, they're not the same color. Okay, they're not. This is a royal shade of blue, though. Do they look the same on TV? They do. Well, so much for that theory. Anyway, I was hoping they wouldn't. Okay, so never mind. But it's a royal purple. Remember what I said before? Never mind. It's a royal blue is what it is, and I'm wearing purple, and they really are very different. Also, the cuff. I want to show you the bottom of the sleeve here, because you can roll this down. So if you're really long-armed as I am, you can roll that right down, and then you can roll it back. Sorry. Another thing that they have done here on the sleeve is underneath they've given you another 2 inches of simulated silk. So if you want to roll that up even further, if your arm